What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we are going to be doing our yearly video where we talk about the top 10 most wanted players in NBA 2K21 in NBA 2K MyTEAM for the next year, which happens to be NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. These are all guys that were not in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM, and there's one player that everyone talks about that there is a 0% chance he's going to be in the game, and that player is Reggie Miller. There is a 0% chance that Reggie Miller is going to be in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. However, there is one guy that there is a possibility that we see him. Only one specific version of that person, but there is a possibility that we see him that you guys may be kind of surprised, because this is another one of... This guy and Reggie Miller obviously are the two most iconic players that have not been in 2K. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Now let's get on to the top 10, or in no particular order. So first of all, Charles Barkley. We have to mention Charles Barkley right here, and there's a reason for it. There is a reason for it. The reason why I have Charles Barkley in, and a lot of people are saying there's going to be no chance Charles Barkley's in the game. Did we forget about 2K17 and 2K13? So the two games post the last two Olympics, both had Charles Barkley in them. And what just happened? The Olympics. There's no guarantee we see him, but considering the fact that he was in 2K13 and he was in 2K17, and they have the rights to the Dream Team, which Charles Barkley was a part of, I would not be that surprised to see Charles Barkley. Will Charles Barkley be good in game? I mean, he's not going to be as good as he was in 2K17, especially in MyTEAM. Because in 2K17, if you guys do not remember, he was basically an invincible card, a GOAT card, 99 everything, when no cards were like that. So he was 6'6". This was back again before all the demigods, when nobody over 7 foot except for Thon Maker and Kristaps could really dribble. Charles Barkley was... Again, he was spectacular. He was like better. He was like Michael Jordan with a better player build. And there was no position locks as well, so you'd run point guard. But I think he's going to be a little bit like Zion in game. I don't think he'll be great unless they give him a couple of early good cards, which I don't think they'll do with the team, with the fact that he's only an Olympic card. I think they probably make him whatever the 4,000 card reward is, the equivalent of Tatum. I think they maybe do that with Charles Barkley, but you just never know. Okay. So, after Charles Barkley, we are going to be going with Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown. A bang average, a bad number 1 overall pick, 100%. But in general, a bang average NBA player. I think he started like 50% of the games he played in the league. He played for a couple of playoff teams. He was basically any good team he was on, he was like a fringe starter, played a couple of minutes. Man, the guy lasted 12 years in the NBA. Which is more than almost every NBA player. So to say he was good is an overstatement. To say he was one of the worst players in the NBA at any given time, he most definitely was not. But Kwame Brown is just someone he's now interesting. After all of his rants online, he's now gained even more of a cult following now. And he is just a very, very interesting person. I think people would be interested in getting to use a Kwame Brown going into NBA 2K22. Do I think he'll be good in game? Probably not, until eventually they give him his demigod card. But I do think it'll be interesting to see Kwame Brown. We can't forget, Eddie Curry's become a 2K legend. So if Eddie Curry has become a legend, why can't Kwame? Okay. Next, we got a guy that was in NBA 2K20, and he wasn't particularly good, from what I remember. But this guy was a beast in 2K19. And this guy was the bronze god from 2K13 through 2K16, back when you used to pretty much have to use bronze players. Well, not necessarily 14, in 2K13, 15, and 16. It's Jimmer. It is Jimmer. Jimmer Fredette, an out-and-out sniper. A guy who has had an incredible release a lot in 2K. And this guy could be, again, early game GOAT. We have the potential to see a Jimmer Fredette. I know obviously we always get a Jimmer Fredette March Madness, but if we can manage to get a Jimmer Fredette card, I think early in the year, like maybe October, November, a 6'2" point guard will be able to hold his own. We get a nice Ruby Jimmer Fredette with a half limitless range. Maybe bronze clamps or something. I mean, gold limitless, bronze clamps, and suddenly Jimmer could be a very, very effective card. I think he could be pretty decent in my team. I really do. And especially early on in the year. And Jimmer is always fun to play with. I mean, like, it is Jimmer. Like, yeah, he didn't do anything at the NBA level, but, like, he did take over. He really did take over basketball for a while back in 2011 when he was in college. He really, really did. So, after Jimmer Fredette, we've got Tayshaun Prince. So, Tayshaun Prince is someone that has not been in 2K as far as I'm aware since 2K17? I need to check. I think he might have... I don't think he was in 2K18. But Tayshaun Prince was... Honestly, he was so good in 2K17. He was so good. No, it's 2K17 was the last time we had Tayshaun Prince. His Ruby card in the lockdown set, and even a Sapphire. He was like making videos on this guy as like this budget beast. He was like one of the original budget beasts that started taking off. That's the reason why I am where I am right now. But Tayshaun Prince has got a really long, he's 6'9" with a really long wingspan, and probably, well, potentially will be able to play 2. Worst case scenario, will be able to play the 3. He's got a perfect 2K build, was a perfect prototype for a 2K player, really decent shooter, really good on defense, and quite decent at going to the basket. I know I just said really decent, but I mean, he was just an elite glue guy, and he could be an early 2K god. And he could be an early 2K god with the way he plays basketball. That's all I'm going to say. He could be an early game 2K god. So I really hope to see him next year. Then we've got Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson is someone we have not seen in 2K since 2K19. And it's a pity because, I mean, Joe Johnson was a guy that I did like in real life. He sucked in 2K. I just want to put that out there. Joe Johnson was absolutely garbage in 2K. He was a straight garbage man. There is no ifs or buts about it. Joe Johnson was a garbage man. They gave him one of the worst releases in the game. But I mean, I still want to see Joe Johnson. And again, these videos they're a lot harder to make now because 2K are getting in a lot of players. So it's not like we're going to be consistent being like, oh yeah, we want Nate Robinson, we want XYZ. One player I actually forgot on this list is Rasheed Wallace, by the way. I just want to put that out there. I did forget Rasheed Wallace. Before you're asking about Rasheed, I completely forgot. But after Joe Johnson, Lance Stephenson. Lance Stephenson is a guy that I thought... I was surprised not to see this year. Lance Stephenson was so good in 2K20. He really was. He had one of the best Amethyst cards in the game. That Amethyst in 2K20 came out in February, and I was using that card in like budget squads. I was legitimately using that card in 12-0 runs with budget squads in June. For the rest of the year, he's one of the best Amethysts in the game. Lance could do everything. And Lance has always been good in 2K. Even when he came in late in 2K17 when he rejoined the Pacers, I liked him. 2K18, I thought he was alright. 2K20 though, next level. That card was insane. Yeah, his pink diamond was alright, but I mean, that Amethyst was incredible. And I do think Lance Stephenson, because of the way he played, he was dynamic, he could do a little bit of everything, could end up being a good card, especially in early game. And again, these are guys that I'm looking at that could be good in early game 2K, because let's be real, later on in the year, the only players that matter are the Giants. Then we have got Metta World Peace / Ron Artest. The card art is a Lakers Ron Artest, and I mean, Pacers Ron Artest was definitely the best version of him. But I mean, I wouldn't mind the Lakers Ron Artest. I mean, Kobe passed him the ball and he shot a 3. He also had Wheaties when he was with the Lakers, so I wouldn't even mind that. He did come up clutch in a game 7. He was one of the best players on the floor for the Lakers in that game 7. But yeah, Ron Artest is definitely someone we want to see back, because I don't think... was Ron Artest in 2K19? I know he was in 2K18. I know Ron Artest was in NBA 2K18 because he was the Domination Award. I can't even remember, was he in 2K19? No, I don't think he was. The last time we've seen Ron Artest was in NBA 2K18, which was 3 years ago. So I would love to see Ron Artest again, but I mean, it's probably not going to happen. It's probably not going to happen if it's been that long that he's been out of the game. After Ron Artest is a guy that, more so than anything, I want this guy. Would I rather shoot than this guy? Yes, but I want Michael Beasley back because Michael Beasley base was chicken. His jump shot used to be chicken. And they gave all the players that used to have his old Michael Beasley jump shot, they gave them all Brook Lopez base. It looks kind of similar, but it's not the same. Brook Lopez base is just not the same as Beasley base. I don't know how many people need to hear that, but Beasley base was just better. So Michael Beasley again, he's a 6'9", lefty, good shooter, could dunk, could move, could do absolutely everything on the basketball floor in terms of video games. Like, Michael Beasley is the perfect video game player. Like, he could score in pretty much every way. He had a handle. The only thing is that Michael Beasley really didn't care that much about basketball. At the end of the day, that was his downfall. He didn't care as much as most people do when they get to the NBA. And that's one thing that you can't replicate in a video game. So just due to skills, Michael Beasley would be great. Now to the second last player. We got Swaggy P. We have got Swaggy P right here. This was one that I didn't even realize he was not in NBA 2K 21. He was really good in 20. Swaggy P was incredible in 2K20. As well as that, Swaggy P had even a fan favorites Dark Matter or Galaxy Opal, in 2K20 as well. Swaggy P could do a little bit of everything. He had good cards in a lot of years in 2K, and he's another one of those guys because he could shoot, he could dunk, he could move. He's another one that translates perfectly to 2K. But unfortunately, we did not have a Swaggy P this year. And the last one. Hear me out on this. We've already, like, for anyone saying this is going too unrealistic, we already have 99 overall, 99 3-point shot, 99 speed tackle fall. Is putting J. Cole in the game and other celebrities in the game as unrealistic as that? I don't think so. I think that would be great. I don't think 2K will do it because they would have to buy licenses for all the individuals, and it would cost quite a bit. But like, I could only imagine like having like J. Cole. Then suddenly you've got like, I don't know, maybe that would incentivize, for example, certain people to end up signing with 2K. Because again, a lot of the big creators don't want to sign with 2K. So, but you never know. It might suddenly, the fact that they can get a MyTEAM card in the game, and they probably will end up getting paid for their likeness, we might end up seeing like, I don't know, who else could be in there as a celebrity player? Like LSK. Someone like him. A Dark Matter Cash Nasty. A Dark Matter Drake. I don't know. Maybe he wants to be in a 2K game. And all these celebrities that want to be in the game. And then, yeah, maybe you have to boost up their heights a little bit. Are they going to be good in-game? No. Maybe make them like a Wednesday pack or something. But you know what? That would be a cool concept. That would be a really, really cool concept. And I personally believe that that type of concept right there would make for just it would just be so interesting. It really would. As well as that, WNBA players, the exact same reasoning. Would they be the greatest players in the game? No, but I would like to see it. I mean, do you really, really think that there wouldn't be hilarious videos of people dunking on others with Brittany Griner? Or going out with a WNBA team and cooking Steph Curry with Diana Taurasi? Do you really think that that wouldn't be a lot of fun to do in-game? That would be something I really hope to see. But anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
I think you only love me cause I'm poppin'. This a layup, this a rebound, then it's robbing. Tasting with the fade, not the air, my hands rocking. When I link with ball point, you know